Hello there and welcome back to RoadCraft. Yes, we're back on here once again, going to be continuing where we left off last time. But first, I would like to thank and welcome all of the newest subscribers that we had gained over the last week and over the weekend. You guys are awesome. Thank you to the people that have stuck with me thus far. You guys are also awesome. And especially thank you to the people who have hit the join button to join the investors team and support the channel financially. A huge thank you to them as well. The channel continues to grow, and it's all thanks to you guys doing all that work. So, yeah, like I said, huge thank you from me to you. It's going to be every week still. All right, without further wasting our time, though, I suppose we should get on into this. Let's go. Alrighty then, and here we are. Don't remember exactly where we got to last time, but we're 23% of the way through the map, so that's something. Oh yeah, and we also built massive amounts of roads all throughout as well. And we still got even more roads to build, of course, including one road that I know of because we just did a multiplayer game last Friday, and we had to build a road out to the camp, I think. Yeah. Where's the camp at? That's I don't remember where the camp's at. Oh, here we go. I think? No, because it has a open garage. Dry stone base. Here we go. So yeah, we got to basically we've got to rebuild this road. I think. It looks like it's made of gravel. Yeah, actually, it looks like it's made of gravel, so I don't know. We'll take a look at our objectives and see what kind of roads we need to rebuild. We still got this one. This one has been delivering us logs for a long freaking time. Is any of our routes still going? We cancel them all. Okay. Oops. Damn it. Okay, we've still got a few roads to build as well. We got to restore electricity, but unfortunately we don't have any electrical, we don't have any actually powered stuff at the moment, so I'm guessing one of these objectives will get us there. So transport the vehicle supplies to the archaeologist camp. Let's track that one. And let's go ahead and deliver this vehicle. Yeah, it looks like a standard Jeep. It's got all this stuff. It's got some decent tires on it. Should be able to hopefully get us there. I guess I should plot a route somewhat. Oh, that's right. It's this road that we needed to rebuild. Right. I thought it was this road. I was like, this road's made of gravel. Should be fine. No, it was this one with all the logs. Yeah. So this route right here with all the freaking logs has got to be redone back to this road, essentially. Okay, so where am I? Where the heck am I? Oh, there I am. Okay. Alright, so we gotta go this way, this way, this way. We gotta make our way across to here. And then... yeah, we gotta make our way across to that, go this way, go this way, and then wherever the road leads, all the way over here. I can go up this way, and this way. Okay. Hopefully that shouldn't take too long anyway. I'm pretty sure we don't have, we're not going to have much trouble getting through it anyways. Yeah, usually this is the part where I, find something to talk about. I don't have anything to talk about. Sorry. There ain't a whole lot to talk about other than the game itself, I suppose. But, yeah, still enjoying the game so far. I still need to rebuild this road. This road right here is pretty bad. I think this road had asphalt in it, and that's why stuff keeps getting stuck. like right here. Like there's just some big holes and things. And every now and again, if you'll fall in a certain hole, you'll kind of get stuck in it. It's really weird. Like there's like bits of rock or something inside there. So yeah, in the multiplayer we did do the AI had to do these roads, and one of them I'm gonna regret doing immensely because it's a bad day. And that one just happens to be this one over here. You gotta clear this stuff right here, and then it allows you to build that road there. But the AI has to build this road, and the AI doesn't know how to deal with this at all. So you have to do it manually in that particular section. So it's just like, ugh. Yeah, and I thought about putting a bridge there, but I was like, no, it's an AI road. They're gonna want me to build the road, or want the AI to build the road, or I build it, I suppose. It just wants the road request done. Yeah, and so this is the road that we're gonna have to rebuild. We'll probably rebuild that today. It is pretty long, but it's actually not that bad. Luckily, I believe it is. Let's see. Well, at least part of it is within a good section of it's within the zone, so we shouldn't have to do too much driving around. Luckily. Yeah, that'll probably take us a couple hours, I'm sure. Yeah, because this thing is a disaster. I love that they tried to make a shortcut. They tried to make a shortcut with the logs. I may build up like each side of this and then build a bridge across instead. Basically, what we've done before. If you want to know how to do that, I'll probably show it to you. But if I remember, of course. But basically, what you do is you build up each side of where you want your bridge to be with sand. But you'll put your bridge down first where you want your bridge to actually go, and then on those markers where the bridge ends are, you'll put a flag, and then you'll remove the hologram of the bridge. Oh my gosh, this is some thick mud. Oh, these are some small tires too. So, but I think this thing's pretty lightweight. It shouldn't get stuck too much. Come on, you can do it. I love that when we drive through mud like that, the super deep. Gosh, look at all these boulders. We're going to go around that. That the mud drags flat across, like the mud behind you ends up being flat. Because that's kind of what would happen. I mean, you might have a divot in the middle where your rear end is. I call it a rear end because I forgot the damn name of it. It's supposed to be a car mechanic, man. I'm supposed to know these things. The pumpkin, I guess you could call it. That's one name for it. That houses basically the gears from the axle to the rear wheels, essentially, or to the rear drive shafts. Because even though it's a solid drive shaft in the center, the shaft doesn't actually go all the way across. The shaft only goes halfway across to, what we call the pumpkin, or the rear end, and then that has a bunch of I think they call them spider gears. I call them again. Where the axle has its own gear, and then it's got each axle comes in with a gear on the end of it, and then you basically got this housing that's got two more gears in it, and then that's hooked up onto a shaft, or onto a thing, or onto bearings, and then that's hooked onto the rack and pinion, or the rack and pinion. What the fuck? Something completely different. To another gear, which then is hooked onto your drive shaft. Yada yada yada. So basically, it allows the wheels to spin independently of each other. Different speeds and stuff like that. It's usually what you'll find anyway. And then some people have taken to welding the gears together, so So that, or welding the two sides together so that then they can get like drag race cars and stuff. Oh no! That freaking logs are slippery, man. Almost slipped off into the river. I might build a bridge over this too. See, when it comes to building roads and stuff, I don't do what we do in the multiplayer because I'm not, in the multiplayer, I'm not the one. I'm not the boss. I just get told what to do. But we do. We usually do just roads everywhere, and bridges don't really get put down a whole heck of a lot. But I'll put down a bunch of bridges if that means I don't have to build the road. You don't get me wrong. I like building the road, but sorry. Every time when it comes to me talking about vehicles, I tend to go on a little tangent. It's just how it goes. Alrighty. Finally delivered that thing. Okay, that's us. Objective complete.
Remember those archaeologists we helped back at Elamir? Those guys were a hoot and a half. Wouldn't you just love to see them again? Well, today's your lucky day. I guess they had their fill of deserts, though, so now they're diving for Atlantis. Or something like that. They seem to need some fuel and spare parts for their mini-subs. So could you deliver those? Oh, and maybe check out a few sites they were interested in digging at later. You know, for science.
Oops. Alright, open. Alright, where's the two spots that they want this delivered? From the eastern tunnel. Okay, so from the eastern tunnel to the warehouse. That one's still going. Wait. From the eastern tunnel to the warehouse. Okay, so yeah, remember that route that we just drove down? Yeah, we're gonna have to build that. Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun. Can't wait to get... I need a vehicle. Just put me in a vehicle, jeez. Because I'm kidding. Do I even have a vehicle around here? Oh, here we go. Okay. I'll need this anyway. Looks like we're building a road. That's going to be our next objective. I always like to do the side objectives if I can first before doing all the main ones. Alrighty. Let me get over there where we can get started. Okay, so starting from this end, I think. I was going to start from the other end, but I was like, it kind of would make more sense if I started from this end, so start pouring sand. So where do we need to start at? Yeah, we need to start over here. So this yellow door up here. And it's like we might as well just do the entire thing. Just because the fact that it's kind of like muddy gravel essentially right here. And then it is just pure mud anyway. Yeah, I think we'll start from here. No, we can't get too close to the door, unfortunately. Oh yeah, so I didn't finish explaining how you guys, or how we do a bridge, basically. So, I guess we'll get started on that. Just real quick, I'll show you. Where's the spot at? I want it to bridge over. Both these spots I think I want to bridge over. I think would be a decent idea. So let's get our mouse and keyboard here. Bridge it. Oh, it's gonna rain. I was like, what the? Alright, so let's say I want to bridge from here. I want to go... Okay, so I can't go that far. Alright. What about from here? Can I do this length? I can do this length for the most part. That's actually not bad. Okay, that one's a bit long. Let's try... you know what? It'd probably be better if I did go over the top of this. I don't know, with a bridge. It looks like the bridge will be long enough to make that happen. So we went from here to here. So yeah, that's... Well, it's not quite the maximum length. So we went from here to here. That'd make a nice bridge. However, that bridge is just over the top of them logs. So if you want to raise it, to be a little bit higher, what you do is, so we go to our map. We're going to go ahead and place custom marker. So the thing is roughly in this spot here. So I'm going to go ahead and put a flag. We'll put down a yellow flag right there. So basically that tells me where the edge of my, or the end of my bridge is. And then it's roughly here. There's the other spot. And then what we do is we delete the bridge. So now we've got our 2 markers. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to these spots when we get down to this area. We're going to fill this up with sand until it gets to a certain height that we're happy with. I got to say like maybe 2 loads in the same spot. And then what we'll do is we'll come through and we'll kind of flatten it so that we have a nice flat surface. And then after you flatten those, then what you're going to do is you're going to come in with your asphalt layer. Well, actually, I don't think you need the asphalt layer just yet. The flattened sand, just as long as you have a nice flat surface to go along. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and place that. You're going to go ahead and place that bridge there. Now, the reason you can't do it before or do it with the bridge there is because the little zones that you get. Let's see. Yeah, these 2 little yellow zones right here, this whole area, even around the box, like up against the bridge and stuff, will eat sand. It will straight up just eat your sand if you try to pour it while the bridge is there. So you have to put the markers in. But yeah, basically you build 2 little mounds on either side and then you can put your bridge on top of that. The best way to do it is to build your mound and then kind of build a little ramp up to it for your bridge and then put your bridge across. And the reason you want to do that is so that you don't basically, because when you put these down, they kind of sink the bridge into the dirt a little bit, so that you can actually drive up so there's no edges. But if you just put 2 mounds where your bridge is at the end of each mound, it's just going to leave a big old hump there, and you're not going to be able to drive up on top of it. So you got to be very careful. But yeah, we'll probably employ that a couple of times and whatnot. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Let's go back to that spot. Let me delete that. Where'd it go? Yeah, let me delete that bridge. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to do here specifically. Because I wanted to bridge over this, but our bridge isn't long enough to be able to make that happen. If we can get it away from the cliff, maybe we can make that work. Because I'd like to follow the original route, at least for the most part. Yeah, here might be the best spot. Okay, and then put down our custom markers, so roughly about there. And you don't need to raise it up very high either. You don't have to go super crazy high. You just need to have a bit of a slope, and then get the sand up about a foot or so off the ground, and then you can put your bridge across, and it'll actually bridge it. We could probably put the bridge right here, and it'd probably be fine, to be honest. I just want the bridge to be a little higher, because this is kind of a river. So I'm thinking like real life scenario, like, yeah, we'd probably want the bridge to be up a little bit higher than that. Okay. Yeah, so there's that spot and that spot for our bridges. This one as well. Let's do this one. Let's see, we can start, this one we can start from back here. And maybe a little too. No, okay. Let's start from this side. This one already has a hump on either side, so we could probably just bridge across it. I'll take a look at that when I drive down there, because it is a little bit raised already. Oh, if you do have, or when you're putting these bridges down, it's actually better. Too far. Okay. Yeah. It's actually better to hit the O key and change the alignment, so that the bridge isn't, so the bridge doesn't have, like, if one end is higher than the other, the bridge doesn't have a flat end and then down and then a flat end. You just want it to be a slope. That works better for the vehicles anyway. I've found anyway. When it's flat on top, it kind of it does a weird thing, but that's fine. Okay, and then once again, custom markers, and we'll do a time lapse as well, as we usually do with these kind of roads. We'll do a time lapse showing. Basically, you'll have to look at the time lapse, but yeah, basically showing you how we're doing this bridge and fixing this road and stuff. Yeah, I think a couple of bridges, and that'll definitely cut down on time for for road building, so we don't have to sand over that spot. This spot right here, I'm probably gonna have to get rid of these boulders first in order to do that. But like I said, I want to follow the original track. This is not the original track. I don't think. I think this is the original. They tried to fix the original, and then that didn't really work a whole heck of a lot. Yeah, we'll get them a nice road in here, though. Alrighty, time lapse time. Let's get this road built.
Come on.
Alrighty, we're just about done here with this freaking road. Taking me a little over 3 hours to do that. But hey, you know what? It's done. That's a good thing.
Nice. Now we can expect some concrete slabs to be shipped this way from time to time. Not too many, of course. They can't have us actually improving on what they have, can they? For some reason, they always choose to fix things later rather than do them properly in the first place. Ah, well, what can we do other than fix it?
Other than try to fix it, yeah. Alrighty. What other roads do we need to build? So many. Let's look at our completed tasks. Do we have any more completed routes that are still going? Nope. And of course, because I backed out of it. Okay. So that one is going to yield us 80 concrete slabs. Holy crap, that's a lot of slabs. Looks like, okay, so there's no more routes necessarily, but there is a few roads to fix. I think since we're in road fixing mode, maybe we should go for it. I do have a mobile operations base ready to go over here so that we can get these roads fixed. Plus, we'll need a crane. And I probably should pick up this bridge. This bridge needs to get out of the way. Yeah, I think we need to build a road all the way through here as well, which is going to be, you know, another few hours worth. How do we pick up the bridge again? Am I on the right end? Oh. Toggle linkers. Oh, there we go. I need to back up. Okay. Get our bridge back. I love this thing. This thing's so cool. And you know what's funny too is I remember having a mod like this, almost exactly like this, that somebody made for SnowRunner back in the day. And the thing was very useful. The only problem with it was the bridge didn't have very much mass. So when you put the bridge down, as soon as you tried to drive a vehicle over it, if you weren't perfectly square or if the bridge wasn't, you know, perfectly level on both ends, I was like, why can't I back up? Then the bridge would just move and slide, and it just would, you know, it tried to get the decent job done, but sometimes the bridge just wouldn't, the bridge layer just wouldn't work. But of course that was a mod, you know. And it was a great mod though. I used it a lot. If I remember correctly, I used it pretty decent amount. Okay, so this countryside base would be nice to have, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're gonna get that chance. Yet, anyway. Alright, so those can go. Hopefully they stop sending semis. That would be nice. I would rather not have any semis going down that route, but, you know, it worked out quite well, too. The bridges are actually decently, they got a decent, you know, clearance for the most part. So I'm actually quite happy with that. And, you know, in a real life scenario, they'd be like, well, that allows the water to flow. Of course, a lot of these roads, I'd probably put like a covert here. Let's see. So yeah, put a covert here to allow it to flow that way. Put a covert here to kind of let this drain or fill or however. They definitely need a couple of coverts. I might have even put a bridge here in real life, put another bridge there, just because of all this. You can see this river comes from up here, and it probably goes downhill and probably flows this way. Just looking at the way the river is flowing, you can see it's pooling up here. So probably the river is going this way. But there's just solid rock, so it can't really erode that away too easily. But yeah, it definitely would need a bridge or something there so that it didn't wash that road out. But yeah, other than that, actually looking pretty decent. Okay. Let's just get her done. Yeah, this road took me around 3.5 hours, I think, to do everything I wanted to do with it. And again, to everybody who's going, man, I don't want to play this game. That sounds incredibly tedious and annoying to do. What I have done here is not necessary whatsoever. It is not a necessity to build the road. all you'd have to do to get those vehicles through there is just lay enough to get the vehicles through the area. Obviously, you can patchwork it, do the least amount of possible to get it to get what you need done and get it done. You know, what I have done is absolutely unnecessary. It's just I like the feeling of being like, oh yeah, I not only you know, help those trucks get to where they needed to go, I basically built them a brand new road to restore some of the infrastructure, which I think is pretty cool. Let's pull in here. Recall all vehicles. Is that all the ones I want? Yeah. Alright, let's recall them all, or recall them here. So yeah, if you drive into the zone with the mobile operations base and you hit recall vehicles, it will pull your vehicles that you want. You can select which ones you want if it doesn't give you the right ones. But yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Now, how much is this inside the zone? Yeah, we need to look at our zone. Okay, so our zone is good for this portion. This other road, our zone is not good. So after we build the AI road here, then what I'm going to do is I'll come over here, clear this out so that I know where the AI road ends. And then we'll do that, or so we could do that AI road, and then we'll connect the two with a manual road as well. Open request. Select route. And we'll let the AI build the road. And the reason I let the AI build the road is because if I build the road, they're going to then redo the road to what it's supposed to be. So I just let the AI do it. And if I want to do anything to the road after that, then it's okay. But yeah, it's just like I don't need to build all the roads. I'll let the AI do some. You know what'd be really cool? I don't know if they'd be able to do this. I don't know if it'd be possible. But being able to set up roads for the AI to actually do, I think would be really cool. Like basically, you know how we got the points for the what do you call it, the convoys? Set up points like that, but what it does is basically you start the request, you put your points down on the where you want the AI to build the road, and then you end request, and then what it does is it puts these two yellow zones on each end, and then it fills in the gaps in between the points with this yellow line so that the AI knows where to drive. Is that vehicle doing okay? Yeah, he's still good. He didn't get too stuck. He might get stuck here. We'll see. I know it's pretty rough in that spot, so. Yeah, see right there. It was I gotten stuck in that hole so many times trying to get through there. But yeah, definitely I would definitely want to be able to set up a point system to be able to have the AI build my roads for me. That would definitely cut down on a lot of the time that you spend playing the game. Okay. Oh, whoops. Open road request. Select. And off he goes to go flatten it. Off he goes. I like using that blade. I'm really happy that blade is allowed to be AI used, because the other blade, the one with the little truck bed, it's got the nice wide blade on it. That one is not allowed to be used as a plow unless they've changed it recently. Let's see how it's done. Yeah, look, that's not a problem at all for the AI. And the thing is, the AI lays a perfect, like, a perfect stand path for the road. And like I said, once the road's done, the AI will, the game will fix it. If the AI doesn't do it perfectly. But yeah, I think, yeah, definitely a manual selection of making a road for the AI to build would definitely help out a lot in single player. Because in multiplayer, obviously, if you're building a long road like we did, you could have someone laying down the sand, let them get like halfway done or so, and then have somebody come through then with the blade and start blading it to get it flat, and then let them get roughly halfway or so, and then have the next person come up with the asphalt paver, and basically the road's being built roughly 4 times faster. We'll say 2 times faster, just to not go too overboard with it, but it's just like, yeah, that's perfectly fine. Okay, and then this one, open road planning request. Now this one tends to have trouble, if I remember correctly. This one tends to have, the AI tends to have trouble using this machine. I don't know why. But sometimes when it comes to curves and stuff, sometimes they'll just drive it right off the road. He didn't even get it all the way to the edge. See, like I said, they have trouble keeping it center. Yeah, we'll see how well they do. This one's not too bad, but if the corners are sharper, the AI does tend to have, like, issues with it. I've seen them drive off the road several times trying to get that done. Or they'll, like, drive halfway off the road and then they'll back up and then they'll ruin it. And it's just like, yeah, see, he can't even stay center where the sand was flattened out. That's another reason why I let the AI just build the road, because they'll build the road perfectly, almost perfectly to what the game wants, and then the road will be, if it's not perfect to what the game wants, then the game will fix it once the road's complete. It'll fix it to what it needs to be, or what the game has pre-planned, basically pre-rendered. Yeah, that's probably the word, pre-rendered. Maybe that's why they didn't, try to do a point system for the roads. It's just like, well, it's not pre-rendered. But then you didn't need to do that, though. Like, just have the road request complete, just don't have the pre-rendering happen. Because you wouldn't be able to, but... Okay. He goes. Apparently needed to back up all the way. Yeah, we shall see how well they do. I remember this one as well. This guy that drives the roller, he's always drinking on the job. He doesn't know where to go. See what I mean? He's like, oh, I hit the edge of the road. Nope, back this way. Okay, turn. I'm turning too much. Okay, we'll straighten it. Oh, back to the right. We went off the road. Oh, back. Just... I know I'm pretty squirrely sometimes when it comes to the roller, but damn. This guy's just all over it. Definitely, I think an AI improvement to the game definitely needs to be done. I know they probably disagree, but it's just like, yeah, you guys need to go in and restructure the AI to be better. Because right now it's not decent. I mean, it's okay. You can definitely work around the issues, but the amount of... It's supposed to be, automated in a way. The amount of manual things to make it automated is a bit much sometimes. Although I've seen worse AI, so this is not, it's not super bad. There we go. Yeah, see, now the road is all flattened perfectly and all that stuff, so All right. The next thing we need to do is go into here. Let's recall a vehicle. I need a crane. Because we've got to clear that space and then build that road as well. Both roads need to be built. And then what we'll do is we'll come along here on the other end of this, and I'm going to connect the two roads because well, roads are already being flooded. Yeah, whatever. And I'm going to come along here, and we'll connect these two AI roads together. Because I believe that something's going to come from that tunnel over there in the mountain. Okay, they're always going to have to... What? Freaking stick drift. Stop it! There. Yeah, this controller's getting worn out. I'd say she's getting old. I mean, it's over a year old, so it's just like, well, it's not that old. It's like, yeah, but these are like $20 controllers. I usually decide to get one every year, roughly. Because yeah, the stick drift after a while just happens. I mean, they're still pretty durable, you know, for only being roughly $20. And still, we can't even go this way. What am I doing? What am I doing? Can't even go this way, man. Move that roller for no reason. Yeah, and in case you're wondering, they're the Power A controllers. They're the Xbox controllers that are, you know, Power A brand. Decent ones, I'd say. Obviously they're corded, but yeah, to be able to... Oh, that's a big hole. A big muddy hole. That's why you need a road. But to be honest, though, they last pretty for the price. It's not bad. You know, because you know, going through the Xbox One controllers, those things wear out pretty damn fast too. Even though they cost like $60. They might be cheaper now, but yeah, I just remember I had to replace the Xbox One controller because little port where you plug it in to charge the controller, that little port would wear out to where you'd either you'd like after a while you'd have to hold the port up or put the controller down in just such a way just so that it would charge. And you couldn't really charge it while gaming because any kind of movement would make it stop charging and the controller would die. And then the batteries would start going bad, and then you get the stick drift, and it's just like, and you go and buy another controller, and then it starts happening again. It's just like, yeah, it was bad design. Bad design on that charging port for sure. And then the Power A controllers, they actually fixed it. They designed their port. I don't know why they have a plug-in, to be honest, but because there's no battery. But yeah, because that port issue, what they done was they put a little box around it on the, like, as part of the case, so that when you plug it, or when the cord's plugged in, it's not able to move up and down or side to side because it's, you know, it's inside of a little, whatever you call it. It's inside of a hole that it can't move. No, oops. I think I'm in... No, I'm not in single mode. I can't seem to grab this vein. Let's get everything out of the way and then we'll get this road built. And that hole right there is going to be fun. We have to manually fill that in, by the way, so that the AI can actually do it. And we're out of the sand range too, so yeah, that's going to be interesting. So I have to basically build part of this road manually just to be able to make it work. Alrighty, so now that we've got that done, or almost done anyway, I need one more rock. There we go. Not gonna say anything, Kelly? I was waiting for Kelly to intervene. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna build this road yet. I'm going to get my road up to here first. I think that's a better idea. Oh, for a second. This right stick is starting to have issues. You'd think it'd be the left stick because I use the left stick for steering and stuff, but for some reason the right stick is just not having a good day. I don't know if it's the... Oop. Oh, why was that off? I don't know if it's like... For some reason it's dirty inside there. I don't know. Maybe it's ground, or not grounded, but it's like thinking it's being pushed to the right. That's why I have my controller like unplugged most of the time. Okay. Yeah, all my vehicles have been turned off for some reason. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna build a road over to there and then fix the infrastructure in this town, and then we'll go on to build that AI road as well. Alrighty, and finally, after a couple more hours of doing useless work that is absolutely, completely, 100% unnecessary, I did manage to get the road all the way through this town, and I managed to basically rebuild the infrastructure. I thought it was fun. But yeah, I noticed that at this warehouse, there's a yellow door over here. So I decided to build this road over here. We got a T-junction here that goes up this way. I don't know if we'll be doing anything with this road. But there is like holes in it and stuff like that, so maybe at some point they'll want a route through there. If anything, they can just go this way, so this way is a lot faster. Or this way I don't have to do any work. And so I got this T-junction here. Well, it's a four-way, but there's nothing up here to suggest I need to do these T-junctions that I've been doing. I've actually started to get pretty good at it. I've built so many of these now. You see, we've got another T-junction here. And then we go through this way, got another T-junction here as well. So it's basically just a roundabout, then another T-junction here going up into the countryside base. And then another T-junction here going up into these yellow doors because I do know that we're going to be using those. I also love that there's cars on the roof. I didn't put those there. And then all the way up to here. I decided not to go all the way. Let the AI build first. And then we'll work on that, but it's actually, it's just like all this unnecessary work is kind of worth it though, because yeah, it's really nice. Like I said, I've been getting pretty decent at building these T-junctions, even ones on slopes and stuff. They're not perfect, obviously. They got bumps in them and stuff like that. There's really hard to smooth out, but it's not too bad. Actually quite happy with it. For what this is, it's just like, yeah, it's good enough. Okay, so here's where comes the hard portion of this road building. We can't just let the AI build this, just right off the bat. And the reason is because there's a massive hole, and when I say massive hole, it's not. Maybe I should say deep hole. It's quite a small deep hole. Sorry, I'm a child. But, yeah, so you got this hole right here, and we'll see here in a second when I pour this sand. The AI cannot do this. We've already tried. We tried it on the multiplayer, and the AI just got stuck in there, in the crevasse. Super thin crevasse. Come on, turn. Yeah, we got this area cleared out. But yeah, I just need to, I need to come in here manually. Hey, look how deep that is. I just poured a whole several tons of sand, and you could barely see it at the top. That's pretty damn deep. I mean, we've already experienced this before earlier. We had to, or we were trying to get the links through there with the trailer, and it was just not going to work. I just kept drowning the vehicle because as soon as you go in, it's pretty much a straight cliff. so it's not very easy to do. And one of the things is I will be we will be sending this to this dump truck to the other side of the road to start from that side, because it will not make it all the way down. With the sand it's got, it's going to run out of sand, because they did make a change to the AI a long time ago, actually, to where if the dump truck's not in range of a sand quarry, even though the AI can have infinite sand, it will not have infinite sand outside of the sand quarry. Obviously, we have infinite sand too, but they're able to infinitely fill it as they're dumping. So that's why it's easier to have the AI at least have the AI pour the sand. But obviously, in this case, that's just not going to work. So we're going to have to do this. Alrighty. I'm gonna go get more sand, but then that'll be for the dump truck. But there's one more thing we got to do before we let the AI go, and that is basically to flatten that so the AI can drive over it without getting stuck. So we will do that as well. And again, like I said, all of this that has taken me hours and hours and hours, all this road and stuff that I've built, that's more for just me. I mean, I enjoyed the road building. It's not too bad. It is a little tedious at times, sure, but you know, I just put on some creepypasta and just go. You know, if you don't know what creepypasta is, it's a YouTube channel that tells scary stories. And I don't know why, but I love having that when I'm doing tedious work where I need to turn my brain off. I just listen to the story and imagine the story as I'm listening to it. I guess you could do that with audiobooks too, I suppose. But I like that. I like the creepy stories. The creepy stories are pretty nice. Nice background noise that I can just listen to without having to worry about what I'm doing on screen. I just turn my brain off and just go. Flatten this out. I'm gonna flatten it again, spread it out a bit. I just don't want the AI getting stuck on this. There we go. That looks pretty nice. And then one more time. All right. That's pretty decent. And it doesn't matter which way you flatten it. Just the sand I'm going to bring from that way, so that's easier to. It's easier for us to get the AI going. Cross over. I didn't intend it to be that loud. And we might have to do a roadway all the way, because and the reason they're having us build this road is because if we go all the way to the radio tower, there is a set of yellow doors. I thought there was a tunnel entrance over here, but I guess not. But yeah, there's a set of yellow doors up there. Oh, there's our links with the thing, and then they want us to check out that stuff at some point. That's okay. We'll check that stuff out momentarily. Okay, slip root, and off you go. Like I said, the AI is not going to make it all the way, but Yeah, take my hands off the controller. Just let the AI do this. Exactly. Oh, didn't want to pour sand there, I guess. Okay. And that's going to go to the other end and then get reset. And as well. And there she goes. All right. So we got to go fill her back up with sand again. Go all the way back here. That T-junction it was a little bit more challenging because there is a underneath that road. The reason that sand is so high is because there is a weird slope. It's kind of flat and then it just goes up super steep. And during the multiplayer, there are semi trucks that were having trouble getting up that slope, so I had to basically build a slope for it. Even though it was asphalt. It just was too steep for the AI to get up. AI to go. There it goes. And it's stuck. Can I tell it to stop? Okay. Is there any way to, I don't think there's any way to stop it. Cancel. Okay. Need a bit more sand at that end. I'm going to guess that I don't have enough. I definitely do not have enough for that. I guess we'll have to do it manually. Come on. Yeah, we'll just have to manually put our dump truck in there. It's got to be yellow in order for it to be happy with that. I'm just going to put a bit more here. I don't know why it's decided to skip this. It's going to end up with a dip. A little bit more in that spot there. Getting high centered. Alright, and then we can get this guy going. While he's going, we'll get the asphalter. Oh, the asphalter's already down here. Never mind. We'll get the roller down here, I guess, while this is going. Yeah, then once we get this road built, then I'll connect those two real quick. Won't take me very long. Just to get us this road finished anyway. And then it'll be mostly complete. I don't think we'll have to do any more past this, but we'll see. Alright, you go there, and we'll get the roller over here. Get this guy going. And spectate you. Yeah, see, getting stuck in the mud. That's why we gotta connect it. Yeah, so they use a Ford. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people have asked, you know, why do you use this thing in reverse? You know, that's the proper way to use it, not the way you're using it. And this is because the asphalt layer acts like a what do you call it? A forklift. It acts like a forklift, and when driving a forklift forward, when you go to turn the wheels, you notice how the forklift can go, like, turn really, really sharply, really fast. And you could just pretty much do circles on a dime, essentially. But then when you're using a forklift in reverse, it doesn't... Well, it still will turn as sharp, just not as quickly. You know, it still has that ability, just not as quickly. And that's the whole point. They use it in reverse because the reverse is a lot more controllable when it comes to that. And I can also put it in low gear, and I can make really tiny adjustments. I mean, I don't usually use low gear unless the corner's decently sharp. This is the AI driving, but we'll see how well it does. This is also why I let the AI do the rolling too, is because even though the guy is drunk, he can still do it pretty much in one go. What are you doing? He's like all over the place, man. But yeah, it makes a lot smaller adjustments when you use the asphalt layer in reverse. I know that's not how it's used in real life, obviously. I've explained how I explained how the asphalt layer actually works in real life many times as well. So yeah, that's pretty much that. And road done, I suppose. Yep, there we go. Say that's why it does it in all in one shot. If it was me doing that, I'd have to do both sides. Okay. So I guess very quickly, let's go ahead and get this road finished. And then we can see what is next on the docket list. Alrighty, just doing another road request over here. Because I noticed there's one more on the list. I was just kind of hanging out down here, so... I was like, yeah, I'll take care of that one too. Is there any other completed requests that we've done? No, okay. Cool. But yeah, there's a road request for this particular section. This road was an absolute pain to get the AI to make it work. But it's done. It was an absolute pain, but it's done. Alright. Okay, so what are we looking at objectives? Find all archaeologist sites. We can do that next time because we are out of time for this episode. So I do want to do one more mission. I'm thinking this one. Bring the backup generator to Northlock Village. It's probably the easiest one because there's only one thing. Oh, so that's there. Oh no, so it's here and they want us to bring it there. Okay. No, that's fine. Since this is just a generator, I suppose... let's go ahead and... The engines are automatically shutting off, which is weird. Did they change that recently? Or maybe they did. What's this one? Can you put that somewhere else, please? Nope. Let's put it over there in the water for some reason. Whatever. long as I can get out of here, it shouldn't be much of a problem. Yeah, because we don't have that base yet over there, so... I mean, no, it's closest over here, isn't it? So, yeah. And we can very easily pick that up. Get this mission done real quick, and then that'll... we've done a lot of road work today, so hopefully next time we can just focus on straight missions for the most part. Because a lot of our roads are pretty well established and going across the map. So we have I think we have a few multiple routes too, which will definitely be nice. Oh hey, look, there's a ticker over there. Oh, hello.
Hey, I get distracted by the manager for what seems like an eternity, and you're already halfway across the map. It's so great to have someone I can rely on to do the job when I'm not even watching. Have I told you how much I hate micromanagement? Well, I do. No wonder we make such a great team.
Nope, not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna. Nope. This should fit, or do these not fit? These ones might not fit actually, if I remember correctly. They don't fit in the truck. Yeah, they're slightly too wide. Yeah, that's right. I think the best you can do is get it to sit. You might not be able to get it to sit. I've done it before, though, I think. It's fine. Whatever. Good enough. Good enough. Yeah, it's sad. They should make the model slightly smaller, so that it'll fit in the truck. Because this truck can easily haul it. So, all right, where are we going? Okay, we need to go. Yeah, I know we need to go north, but how do I get to that? No, we don't need to go over there. What am I doing? We need to go south. There it is. Okay, so we need to follow this road. Oh, that's easy. Okay. So then I need to, go this way, follow this road all the way down, and then go this way, and then this way. Okay. Got it. Alright, it won't take me more than a minute to drive that. Yeah, since I like to keep these around an hour, it's just like, yeah, we're hitting at the end of our episode with this one. However, or we're getting close, probably. I don't know. See, I never really know. I just kind of take a guess and then just hope I'm right. And if if it's too long, then we'll cut it down even further. But if it's not long enough, then I'll leave stuff in that I would normally cut out. It's kind of this game, back and forth game of what I need to do to make this around the length that I need it to be. Of course, I could cut it down to 15 minutes, but then you don't get to see anything. You just be like, okay, mission done. All right, mission done. All right, mission done. All right, map's done. Oh. Yeah, this route is a little muddy. All those yellow flags. So that's another thing they need to fix is those beams of light stay when you're done with it. Did I tell you too? It's like I was chatting with another person that likes these kind of games, and they play a lot of SnowRunner. So I was telling them about this game as well, RoadCraft, and they're just like, you should get back into SnowRunner. And it's like, I'm sitting there thinking, like, remembering like all the horrific experiences of beating my head against the wall for hours on a single freaking mission just to drive from one side of the map to the other, or I should say one side of the area to the other, because it's usually a lot of those maps were like multiple maps, and then having to drive across the multiple maps just to get somewhere, just to do a mission, and that mission ends up taking you like 2, 3, maybe 4 hours at a time, and it's just like you're getting nothing done, and all you're moving at times you're moving 1 mile an hour, maybe 2 at times. It's just like it's a real struggle, that game. I had all the achievements for a long time, but then they started adding a whole bunch of DLC stuff, which I tried to keep up with a little bit, but I was just like, no, this is too much. It's like I just can't afford to keep going. And then on top of that, the achievements are the achievements for Steam are on your account even if you don't own the maps. So if you want those achievements, you have to obviously you have to buy the map, which it isn't a problem. It's just my completionist brain goes, I want to complete all these achievements. It's like, nope. Nah, I'm done with SnowRunner. 300 hours of agony in a game. Although a lot of it was enjoyable. I'm not going to say the game is bad or anything, like it's a bad game or that it'll appeal to a lot of people, but yeah, just not for me anymore. Oops.
We have a cargo ship loaded with equipment to fix that radio tower of yours, but that'll take a little time. While we wait, we have plenty of requests. Seems you're popular now. Wanna guess with who? It's those rascals from Northlock again. And they won't even hear of putting someone else on the job. It is quite important though, so I can't blame them. They are real low on food right now, but the supply convoy is stuck in the southern tunnel. What you need to do is clear the debris at the tunnel exit and fix the road at the village entrance. Should be easy enough. So, could you do it post-haste?
Okay. Yeah, I think next time we'll do we'll get the archaeological sites out of the way, and then we'll start working on these main ones. Oh, yeah, this one. Oh, this one's about done. Just got to clear the objects. Oh, I've been up there before. Oh, that's easy. I don't know. It's all... Yeah. There. Come here, crane. You are needed. Yeah, we could do this one too real quick. Considering all it needs, because we've already built the road for the infrastructure stuff, so all we need to do is clear the area, and then we'll call that a day, I think. It's going to take me a minute to get up there. Alrighty, and almost at tunnel entrance here. Let's see what kind of damage they got going on. I came up here before, but yeah, it's like the tunnel entrance was blocked. Now it's just blocked by rock. Like it was completely blocked up. Now I guess they exploded it. I don't know. That's a lot of rocks. Okay. We'll just go ahead and clear this, I suppose, and then we'll see what else they got in store for us. Get these all piled up out of the way. Okay, ready? I don't know why the camera decided to move in. Into the power line! Alrighty, well, unfortunately the game had crashed. It frozen and then told me that Chrome was running, so technically it crashed. But yeah, it just stopped responding, so...
So, you think it's time to handle Northlock's food supply problem? About time, too. I heard they've been rationing coffee for a while now. Just the thought of rationing coffee makes me sweat. The food convoy would be there by now, but radio interference has messed up their nav system. Plan a route from the southern tunnel to guide them to Northlock Village. The coffee must flow.
Shut up. Do my cursor. There we go. Alright, I guess we'll plot a route. Where are we going? We are going to that spot there. Okay, well, good thing we did that road then. And they're sending a semi too. Let me show you guys how to plot for semis. Alright, you see this road here? Yeah, this is how we're going to plot this semi. So if you want the semi to actually follow roughly the center, put your point on the very edge of the corner. And you will know that the semi-truck will follow those points on the inside. So yeah, that's how you plot that. Obviously in a straight, he's just going to drive along the edge of the road and then he'll start turning. And obviously the more points that you add, the more smooth the corner they will take. But yeah, they don't take very good corners. Hopefully you don't have to move them rocks. Yeah, there's a few rocks in the road here, so hopefully not too bad. We might have to pull out the bulldozer over here. We'll see. Get on the outside. Very easy to plot this. So let's delete those 2 points there. So what we'll do is we'll start on the outside, get the truck on the outside of the curve first, and then have them immediately go on the outside of this. I have to move that truck, or move that mobile operations base. And then to turn really sharp corners, just put a point like roughly in the middle of your corner, almost to the outside. And what it's going to do is it's going to start heading to that point, but then it's immediately going to see the next point past it, and it's going to start heading. It'll get to right here roughly, and then it'll start turning. So, yeah, I'll set the point there. Hope it works out. And then yeah, just keep your points on the outside of these curves so that the semi-truck's trailer doesn't fall off into the water. Yeah, this is the semi-truck they were having trouble with earlier. For it climbing up that one little area. Okay, which route do we take? Do we take this one, or do we take... I think we take the easier one. One's got the wider curve. There we go. Keep them near the edge of the road, but not too close. And then go outside of the curve, outside of the curve, outside of the curve. Hopefully he doesn't fall off into the water. The AI will still do it just to, spite me, of course. There we go. Yeah, because I want them roughly near the edge of the road on this side. And then outside the curve, outside of the curve, outside of the curve. Okay. Okay. And let them do that route. They're going to send the little truck first, and then they'll send the semi-truck right after it. There's the semi-truck. I'm going to spectate that and see how she does. Make sure my route works. Alrighty, and almost there. Actually had to fix the route a few times. There's a few little spots where the truck could just drive off the road. It's like, like here. Yeah, even though the points aren't that far off the road, the truck still has issues. And then it tries to back up. I mean, it might get fixed. Hopefully it fails though. Yeah, he ain't going nowhere. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I don't have my map anymore. Oh, there we go. That was weird. Okay. So yeah, even though the points weren't that far off the road, it still like prompted the truck to drive that far. Oh, you can actually kind of see the route that it took. Kind of gives you that's weird. Okay. And then if you want them to take the full force of the corner to see how the corner is going to work out, just kind of adjust your points a little bit. Let's go back there. Okay. And then that'll put the vehicles further back. And we'll see how well this does. It's going to give you my semi. There we go. Yeah, just little stuff like that. Just like the semi, for some reason, sometimes it'll take the inside of the points and sometimes it'll take the outside of the points. It's still... I don't know why it's turning that far off the road. It's very weird that it does that. Look at these incompetent drivers, man. Freaking incompetent drivers. I don't know why he's taking such a wide lane. You can see the points are not even over that far, so I don't know how, or I don't know why it's doing that today. Sometimes it's a little bit of a hit and miss. Yeah, you can see like it follows the inside of the points and then it hits this point and it just drives off the road. It's like, well, alrighty then. Okay, let's bring him in just a hair. Okay, that one. And I can't put more points in there either. Let's try that. Like you can see where he follows. See, he follows the points on the inside and then just drives straight, right? Let's see how the semi does. So semi goes on the inside of the points, inside the points, inside the points, and then to the outside of the point. That time it made it though. So, you know what? We're all good. Just little adjustments here and there every now and again. Yeah, for some reason they just want to drive all the way over there. It's very weird. Okay, perfect. For some reason it wants us to drive here. I don't know if we need to do a mission there or what. Are we good? No Kelly? Okay, good. All right, well, with the completion of that, then I do believe that is going to be it for this episode of RoadCraft. It's been quite a lot of fun. We definitely got a lot of roads done. I definitely enjoyed this. This one was an interesting road, especially with all the bridges and stuff. And it's still running, by the way. That's this one here. It's doing 4 per truck, and it's still got 4 more, or no, 5 more loads. Yeah, duh. The math that you could hear the gears turning there. That was great. But anyway, yeah, looking pretty good. But like I said, that is going to be it though. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I'd like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see on your screen right now. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.